What's good? We back. It's Motor City Sports Talk. Yeah, I know we changed the name to be more broad across Detroit sports, and we're gonna continue to bring a lot of Lions content, a lot of Pistons content, a lot of Tiger content, and etc. And maybe some community issues. And we here. And Blake Griffin got traded. Just giving my thoughts on it, and I thought it was a good thing. Most people looking at things in a negative light in Detroit. I look at it as a good thing. My only question is, does he really want to be here, and is he going to continue to try and give his best effort? But he also was offered to the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's been reported for Paul George, and the Thunder turned it down, which may be an idiotic move by the Oklahoma City Thunder. Even though things are starting to mesh for them, and they looking good. At the end of the day, Paul George wanted to be in LA. I mean, that's just everybody knows that he don't want to be in Oklahoma City. So I mean, he's starting to look good over there, Russell Westbrook. I expect him to bolt for the Los Angeles Lakers. I don't expect him to stay in Oklahoma City unless they win a championship, and I don't see that happening. But the Pistons, got him. Got Blake Griffin. And Blake Griffin is from Oklahoma. So, Oklahoma didn't want to mess up the chemistry they starting to build with Melo and obviously Paul George. And that's probably a better move for them right now, not to move Paul George. But the Pistons gave away Avery Bradley, Boban, the big center, and Tobias Harris, and some draft picks. Now, my 2 cents on the draft picks, I'm not sure how many they gave up. I think it's the first and the second round this year or something like that. The Pistons can't draft no way. I've been saying this for years. The Pistons should have been sellers. They should have been the bottom of the bottom of the basement, or whatever you want to say, under the basement, bad, before they moved to Little Caesars Palace and got a lot of draft picks and accumulated some draft picks, and it kind of built it the way Philadelphia did and tried to get to the top of the draft and get some superstar talent, because the next two drafts are excellent. Michael Porter Jr., Marvin Bagley. Then next year after that, you got Zion Williams and a lot of other great stars. So you could have potentially put some draft picks in the back and maneuvered around like Philly and grew your team from the draft. But the Pistons was always just missing the playoffs or middle of the pack type team, and they messed up, and they knew that. And they're not able to find diamonds in the rough in the draft. They let Kyle Kuzma get past them for Luke Kennard, and so I don't trust them with draft picks, and I don't trust their draft picks to be high enough. But I understand their draft picks are top 4 protected, so they do have that protection just in case the ball wants to bounce in their direction. While the Clippers have that pick, but losing Tobias Harris, he's very streaky and up and down. There was no consistency with Tobias Harris, and once Avery Bradley got the rape allegations that he tried to pay to keep quiet came out, he was expendable, and he wasn't playing the same. And he was often injured before that even happened in the season. And a lot of people was mad that they didn't get guards, and they need guards. But like I said, guards grow on trees. If you got a good eye for talent, you can get some guards here. It's a lot of good guards. Good big men is hard to find. And a lot of people believe that Blake Griffin is a guy that's aging because he's injury prone and all that other stuff, and things won't change. And that's true. That's true. That's a concern to have. But not every day you can get a superstar to come to Detroit and pair with Andre Drummond. And potentially Andre Drummond could be moving. They could be just starting over, building around Blake, or, building with Blake, better yet say. But if we compare Blake Griffin to Andre Drummond, and maybe players might want to come to Detroit now that Blake Griffin is here, and maybe Blake Griffin can be your test guy. And you're like, hey, look here, man. I played in L.A. I know L.A. is nice, but I'm saving about 15% on state taxes in Detroit. Detroit not that bad. The coaching staff here not that bad. I like playing with Drummond. I like playing with this guy and that guy. And people can start listening to Blake like, you know what? Maybe it's not a bad place to come play, because the Pistons can't draw superstar talent to Detroit because of the stigma of Detroit, or the aura that Detroit gives off, that Detroit is just this most terrible place. It got this much murders and stuff of that nature. And people don't know it's a gold mine that's coming back, that's kind of recovering and then getting away from the auto industry slowly and surely, and it's coming back. It's a lot of great suburban areas. It's a lot of great spots in the city that don't show. And I think once he get here, he'll see that the people in Detroit are real, authentic basketball fans. This is not L.A. high class, pinky up, sipping tea type fans. This is real blue collar fans, and we love hard-nosed basketball, and the Detroit Pistons have a way better lineage than the sorry L.A. Clippers. And he'll find out quickly enough, and if they can start building with him and Drummond and find some guard play, you never know what can happen. The East is weak. LeBron is obviously becoming out of his prime and obviously trying to bolt for the Houston Rockets to get out of Cleveland. And it's no team in the East that's that dominant. So why not take a risk on Blake Griffin? Avery Bradley wasn't giving you nothing after the report came out with the injuries. Tobias Harris was streaky. He was good one game and bad for 3 games. So why not take a risk on Blake Griffin? The team can't draft. They showed the inability to draft since Joe Dumars picked Darko over Melo and picking Luke Kennard over Kyle Kuzma. How did he slip like the number 20-something in the draft? Picking KCP over Giannis Acapulco, I believe it was. They don't have the eye to find diamonds in the rough for where they be drafting at. So if you told me that this team was like Dallas Maverick bad, like number 1 overall pick worthy, then I say it was a horrible move. But they know that team is going to continue to be middle of the pack. They not willing to tank. They not willing to sell everything they got, just to be a bad team because they trying to put seats in the arena. And this trade was more about, bringing attraction to the arena and bringing Blake. And hopefully they make another move and put some more around him. And they have a plan going forward in free agency to at least get them a point guard and some shooting guards and some other talent to put around Blake Griffin. But I don't think they're done trading. I like the trade from that standpoint, as long as they build around Blake Griffin. But let me know what y'all think. I know a lot of people don't like it. I like it. We gone.